Good afternoon, Quasar Markets Live. We got him, Jim Batgos, Trade Pulse. Man, listen, the oil market's all out of whack. The world's out of whack. And I don't know, the retail seems to be nervous right now. And what I want to know, Jim, and what Trade Pulse is very good at, is telling what the institutions are doing. So I'm gonna let you go. Tell us what they're doing.
Yeah, crazy week. And really our platform, what we're trying to do is make things easy for people. So for anyone new watching, Trade Pulse, we are an order flow analytics platform. Essentially what that means is, we're providing real-time market flow data. We provide real-time order flow data. And we also have our own AI-driven indicator to help give you even a further insight in how a stock may perform intraday. So, really our platform, we're geared towards the short-term active trader by providing the most up-to-the-minute real-time information, trying to get people in at the most opportune times. And during these crazy times in the market, that's where we feel like we can provide a real value. So got a live example on our platform today. I think would really help illustrate how you can best utilize our platform and our data. So here we go. So as you see here, we got Marvell pulled up on our platform. This is live today. All this data is updated minute by minute in real time. So there's no refreshing on our platform or anything like that. So just running through the different data points that you see on our screen here. You see the black line. That is the stock price that we track minute by minute. So you know how the market's moving for, in this case, Marvell or any other stock that you wanted to pull up, you'd be able to see that market movement. Running alongside with it, you see that light blue line there. So this is what we call our large deal flow data. This is capturing all the big money that's been coming in from Marvell today. So typically your hedge funds, mutual funds, really anything $100,000 or more is really what we're quantifying there in terms of our large deal flow data. And then you see some of that green shade there facing up, and then some of this red shade facing down. This is what we call our momentum flow data. This is capturing all the intraday sentiment on the retail side there. So the green shade's indicating more buying than selling, and then conversely, the red shade more selling than buying. And then in the middle here, you see this vertical green bar here. This is what we call our power inflow signal. So this is that AI-driven indicator I just mentioned a moment ago. This gets activated only for select stocks on our platform daily, where we've sensed a real significant shift in the order flow from negative to positive. Essentially what we're saying here is, based on the order flow, there's a very high likelihood we should see the price rise shortly following that signal. So again, it's only coming in for select stocks daily. This is one of the stocks that it came in for. So we track over 2,000 stocks daily, and only about 10 to 15 of these signals get activated per day. So I figured it'd be a good example to pull for today. So just diving into this a little bit deeper here, you can see Marvell, the stock price, the black line there, was kind of choppy for the first couple hours of trading today. You can see it rose a little bit, then it kind of retreated. And over that same time period, you can kind of see how the order flow was running with that. It was the green shade there, you could see kind of declined, actually ended up in the red for a little bit. That light blue line you could see was pretty flat for a couple hours, and really indicating there wasn't much movement either way in terms of buying and selling. And then the power inflow signal that we provide came in. You could see it came in around 11:23 a.m. Eastern time today. And again, what we're trying to capture here is a real shift in the order flow when we activate that signal. And what do you see here is that red shade on the retail side, immediately flipped to green, really indicating a real shift there on the retail side. And again, that light blue line, the large deal flow data, you can really see how it was flat, and then the signal hit and it really ticked up, and you can really see how it's lasted throughout the rest of the afternoon so far. And sure enough, how the stock reacted alongside with that. At the time of the signal, the stock was trading around 89. As we see here live, it looks like it's got up to above 92 so far. So, really kind of illustrating the power of being able to follow the order flow, utilizing our signal to get in at the most opportune time, because anybody that got in maybe shortly following it around 89, again, it's about 92 right now. It's about a 3% gain or so, just in a matter of an hour and a half. So really illustrating how important it is to be able to follow the order flow in real time, knowing where the market pressures are really on all sides of the market, and being able to best time your trades. That's really the value we aim to provide the active traders, and especially in these volatile times, we feel like it's really important.
Yeah, I like it because the world isn't always about oil and gold. It seems lately that's all it is. The stock market always is a place where people want to stick some money to for bigger outsized gains, and they don't always know who's doing what. I love the part about the power inflows when you've got, especially when you have a list of tickers. It's not just, oh, here's the one stock to buy, because the institutions love all kinds of stocks, and I see Palantir, Marvell, AMD, AMAD. And that tells me that it's technology too. There's a lot of move, especially the SOXL. The stocks means that's those chip sector, right? So Philadelphia chip sector, semiconductors. So for me, it tells me I know where to be sticking money at, and I know it also reinforces that idea, right?
Exactly. So like you said, we have a list of those power inflows here on the left. If you were to click there, you'll see all the different stocks that have generated that signal for today. So here's a list of them.
Wow.
And we even have the ones going back over a week. So if you did want to use our platform just to see which ones have generated that indicator, you could use it that way. As you see here, there's also a top flows section, Steve. So, in a period where there's a lot of selling, we're trying to show which ones are actually having some strong buying power. So this top inflows section is showing the top 30 stocks that we've ranked based on the positive order flow that we've seen. So,
and not everybody trades stocks. Some people like ETFs, right? So you've got an ETF inflow. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we track all the major stocks and ETFs. So we're not just specific to stocks. We also do track the major ETFs. So here you would see, if you're trying to see which ones have had the strongest buying power today, our top inflow section would show you that. Marvell, we just touched on it, happens to be the top one today. But you'll see all these if you wanted to track which ones are actually, there's enough selling out there. I think people also want to see where the buying's at.
I love it. I love it. Okay, folks, give him a big round of applause and a hug, and talk to Jim. Listen, it's Trade Pulse. Go see him. All right, Jim, I will not see you next week because I'm on vacation, but have a great week, my man.
Appreciate you, Steve. Talk to you soon.